So you just left me for him. Ready? You live?
What's up?
I need no kids. That's it.
You on top of your game. You on top of your game. Swag. Cold as a stranger from Pennsylvania, chilling in the W where they live fame, throwing up them Franklins, showing that I'm living, already acting like I'm worth 20 million, shaking off these haters like snow from my boots. It's champagne bottles and all white suits, show up out of town in an all white boots, feeling like the shit cause it's all right too. Government scandal put the state on trial. The DAs and judges are the criminals now. The whole judicial branch is a fucking cash cow, so they gon' have to take me out before I take them all down. This is Mad City. This is our town. If we in it for a penny, then we in it for the pound. Trolling online like you a bunch of gangsters. Meet us at the Coliseum, real entertaining. It's like with my feet up. Fuck some new sneakers. I'll rule my own empire. Julius Caesar, here with recent third dimension. The crew that I fuck with. Stop trying to hide. Let's do this in public. Yeah, you know what it is. It's your favorite podcaster. It's your favorite podcast. You're a Mess, man, hosted by yours truly, Taibu Muad'Dib. I'm happy to have y'all back in the house, back in the place to be. It's going down. I'm gonna get my mic turned up right, turned up nice. If you can't hear me, let me know. Get in the comment section. It's going down tonight. I got my man Latif Slim Reeks Cameron on the wheels of steel. My man, my little brother, he's a monster. Check him out, man. Third Dimension, man, at Slim Reeks on Instagram. He's doing his thing. I want to welcome you all to the show tonight. Yesterday was multiple choice Monday. The last couple Mondays been fire. The content been hot. You need to check them out. Don't forget about the Ain't No She Ain't No Joke. Shae Houston with the right or wrong segment of the day. It goes down. I want to make sure you know what's happening. Welcome to Muad'Dib Global, the new conglomeration. If you want to conglomerate with Muad'Dib Global, man, inbox me. I'll let you know about the conglomeration movement. We are going to establish our own financial ecosystem. I'm gonna be the first person to do it. I'm making history by getting the first African global financial ecosystem together. Muad'Dib Global. You know it's going worldwide. So, without further ado, let me talk to you about tonight's topic. I want to know, ladies, gents, is being sexually unsatisfied in and of itself, all by itself, a reason enough to end a committed or serious relationship? I want to know. Y'all have to get in the comment section, man. I'm gonna have a panel of individuals jumping on here tonight. You got your invites. You know what's going on. Shout out to Facebook. Salute Instagram. Y'all almost history. As soon as this reality show version kicks off, shout out to China Gray out there in DC and my man Tony, aka Big Boss, in DeSoto for putting it together. You're gonna see videography from Devontae Howard at Howard Studios Official on Instagram and Robert Parsons of Black Magic Studios. So that's what's going down. Now, somebody please tell me, is being sexually unsatisfied enough to break up with someone? I mean, no matter how long y'all been committed, is that enough in and of itself? Can it not be fixed? Can we all just get along? I want to know. I want to know what y'all think, man. Jump in the comment section and let me know. If you want relationship advice, You can meet with Coach Taibu and at Conley.com/Coach Taibu. You can link up with me and we will discuss what you need and why. Happy to have you all in here, man, on True Love Tuesday. True Love Tuesday is an opportunity for us to just talk about some stuff that has to deal with true love. If you truly love somebody, are you going to leave just because the sex is questionable? I don't know. Calendly.com/8. Ooh, let me make sure my join is together. Just want to make sure that we all on the same page. I got a lot of stuff going on in the studio tonight. Generally, I come at 5 minutes of fire, but that hasn't been like transferable over here just yet. I have to make sure I have like things almost staying there pre-recorded to just get it out there to y'all and share it to y'all on the screen. I'm telling you, Instagram and Facebook, y'all almost outmoded. Let's go. So we got over here, man. We got county.com/HB Coach Taibu. Just want to get you, and then for all of you out there, man, that are suffering or going through something, and you want some mindset elevation, I'll put my Patreon page up here for you a little bit later on. So tell me the topic of the day is being sexually unsatisfied reason enough to end a committed relationship? It's quiet out there. What's going on? No one wants to talk about it. So I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get someone to tell the truth tonight on themselves or on someone else. We don't do names. We can talk about people, but we don't do names. Now, sure, they'll know who they are, but so what? It's your experience. You have the right to speak about it. You do. Speak about it. Talk about it. Let me know. Is being sexually unsatisfied reason enough to end a committed relationship? And I know you all, your mind is like, man, what's gonna happen tonight? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen tonight. I'm going to drop down what I think should happen, could happen, and might happen for those of you who aren't keeping it real with the person that you love. True Love Tuesday here on UMS. And if you are lovebirds, please come on to the show. I'd love to have you on the show. Talk about your true love. All right, talk about it. This Figure Through Thursday is going to be very personal for me. It's going to be very deep. Y'all don't want to miss that. All right. Think It Through Thursday, when I take social justice issues and link it into how we treat each other in our dating situations, how we relate to each other intimately and personally. All right. You know what it is. We're waiting for our right or wrong segment of the day. We're going to move forward. I'm going to keep going. Let me get y'all this intro music because I know she's going to jump on here in a hot second. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, letting it be known. I am really enjoying what you guys are bringing to the table, man. I really enjoy having you guys, rocking hard with me over here on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Get off in the comment section, man. Let it be known. I'm not surprised that it's gonna take for me, y'all see me on here like with somebody famous or something like that, you know, uh, to start jamming with me. I'm okay with that. I really am. Because I don't need you to rock with people who are already famous. In my own right, I'm famous. So really, it'll be a blessing to them because people who are already on have to continually do what? Reinvent themselves. Me being fresh on the scene, so many millions and billions of people are going to want to see my face and hear my story. So I'm excited about that coming to fruition and coming to pass real soon here. Shout out to all my cousins out there, man. I know they're waiting to get on here and get it popping with me. That's what's happening. When I invite you guys to come on to the show, take it seriously. Y'all not too busy. Y'all probably just look at it and start scrolling through other stuff. Get y'all content out there. You want to start a page in the platform, get some practice and experience doing it. People are becoming millionaires. The statistic now is like there's 1,700 new millionaires like every week or something like that. You have to get you a platform. You have to get experience. giving people content, putting content out here. There's enough people online now, everybody, so that you can get money off your own name, image, and likeness. That's why the athletes sued for their right to get on there. Name, image, they sued for that right because the NCAA was keeping them from getting money while they was getting money. That should let the whole world know that you doing something fresh, something new, just something unique because you're you online can get you paid and will get you paid. If you don't understand about what I'm saying, you need to join my Patreon. First Step Coaching Program. For the patreon.com/Coach Taibu, you got to do that and join the First Step Online Coaching Program. So I can boss you up and teach you how to start a platform that you will build and get paid from and basically retire off of. Let me say something. It's just numbers. With billions of people online, with Facebook and YouTube putting cables on the ocean floor to make sure people in remote areas of the world have high-speed internet. It's literally billions of people online who will just look at your stuff for 2 seconds. And just those 2-second hits can make you millions of dollars. It's bottom line. I have over 100 episodes. After season 2, I'm tearing out the audio, putting it on iTunes. I'm about to look. This is just the start of something big. Don't think that people aren't putting in work to get that million. They are. I am. You don't know the sacrifices that I'm making every night to give out this content and this awesome show. You don't. So it'll all be worth it. Life of Muad'Dib right here, man. Muad'Dib Global. You see it on the glass. Muad'Dib Global over everything. Let's go. Shout out to Sheena's Dream Creations for these. I'm not running my mouth right now. I'm waiting for my second lady just to come on screen. You can just come on screen and we'll know, and I'll just cut it off now. Let's go now. She be creeping, y'all.
I'm here. I just be waiting till you get your talk out the way.
I say I'm waiting for that wrong segments. That means when you jump on, it's on and popping. Don't blame it on me. It's ridiculous. It's communication, people. We have to.
It's on you. It's on you.
We can do better. All right.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. It's all good.
Cause my voice went somewhere. I don't know where it went, but I guess from hollering at the game on Friday. Okay. All right. So today, right or wrong segment, is about Kevin Samuels. Is it mixed up?
Hey, she ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Go Shae, she ain't no. She ain't no joke. She gotta have interest. Eventually she gonna choose a song, y'all. But till then, it's the I ain't no joke. She ain't no joke. Right around 7. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Rakim, one of the best to ever do it. Let's go.
Okay, so today's right or wrong segment is with Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. We're gonna see what he says, and if y'all feel that he's right or wrong, y'all know how.
Where's the popcorn?
Yeah, there you go.
Realization that you've been told college and careers make you valuable. It does not make you valuable to us. Can you say what would make us valuable? Yeah, feminine, cooperative, submissive, childless. Those things make you valuable. The ability to be coachable and trainable and teachable. The ability to get on our program, follow our lead. Your valued counsel, but we make the decision. You're talking about a top 1% man. And you're talking like a modern woman who wants a partner to get cash for shit. Okay. Never hear. Y'all supposed to be tough. Y'all like the kind of dudes that be like, okay. So,
Do you feel that he is right or wrong when he say
that us going to college and having a career is not valuable? So I guess you want me to say, leave your questions and comments and concerns about the right or wrong segment. Who do you believe? Who do you believe is right or wrong? Put in the comment section, and we will bring Shae Houston back on. She ain't no joke on to let y'all talk about it. I'm gonna give my version of who I believe is right or wrong, and she's gonna say what she thinks right or wrong. You don't want to miss what she has to say because usually she waffles on the fence. That's Shae Houston, everybody, right there. Right or wrong, I'm gonna let it go. Taibu Muad'Dib, you know I don't play no games, no joke. I ain't no joke neither, Shae. All right, here's what it is. It's going down tonight, so let's talk about this. Is being sexually unsatisfied reason enough to end the relationship? All right, and a lot of folks, they don't know what to do with this. They don't want to admit it. A lot of y'all not being real with the person that you with. A lot of y'all don't want to tell a person, hey, I'm not sexually satisfied. You should though, because you should be. Jerry Springer is quoted as saying it best: "If you won't give somebody something, there's somebody else out there who will." Shout out to Jerry and his show, man. But the bottom line is, it's true, people. It's true. If you are not gonna be with that person's needs and meet that person's needs, someone out there will definitely meet that person's needs. Someone out there will definitely try to take care of that person's needs. So I don't want y'all to be upset with me or whatever, whatnot, for saying what I'm about to say. But the bottom line is, someone else out there is ready, waiting, and willing to do what the person that you with wants to be done. And that's, I mean, I'm talking about, this program is for the youth too. So I have to be very, very sensitive about how I bring this up and talk about this, but it should be talked about. All right. Because young people truthfully are doing it too. So when it comes to rowboating, if a person isn't floating your boat, what do you do? All right. So we want to kind of know uh, what's the common knowledge basis for it. How do we deal um, with being sexually unsatisfied in a relationship? Uh, I think the main thing is the plain thing. If you don't have the open communication to really talk to somebody about it, the person that you're with about it, or some outside relationship about it, and really get some good advice, some solid advice, and then bring it to the person relationship with. If you're going to talk outside a relationship, talk to somebody who's not going to tell people, especially the person that you with. All right. Uh, uh, there we go. We're gonna try. Well, the common knowledge says exercise can be something to help you deal with sexual frustrations. Meditation uh, can help you, stay grounded. Uh, they have different ways of dealing with it. Uh, Psychological ways, physical ways. Um, so let's look at it for what it is. All right. Let's look at some of these things. When you have a person with you that checks out mentally, right? That's constantly arguing. Uh, if you're living vicariously through things that you see on TV or through people that you know, like what their rowboating is like. Um, if you're dealing with frequently asking your partner uh, for some, and they're not giving you no rowboating, uh, are Are you impatient with each other? Right? Is either one of you turning towards PORN more than uh, intimacy, mental, emotional, or physical intimacy with the person that you're with? Right? Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you restless? Do you frequently fantasize about rowboating? Uh, are you seeing only the negative in your partner? Are small issues, you know, really minor issues, the reasons for real fights in a relationship? So let's be honest. If any of those things are the prevalent factor in your relationship, you're probably frustrated with your rowboating. All right. And I tend to believe that you got with this person in a serious way and you became committed to this person. Because remember, the question is about the serious committed relationships, not the situationships, not the one night standings, not the casual dating, the serious relationships. If you really with somebody, whether you live with them or not, but y'all been committed for a while, is being frustrated with the rowboating. You know what I'm talking about? Is being frustrated. Is that really enough to end it? And to be honest with you guys, I'm firmly on the side of yes. I'm firmly on the side of yes because it is that person's duty in a serious committed relationship to figure that thing out. To figure that thing out. Now, all men know the difference between some good rowboating and some rowboating that's marginable or questionable. And there has been that occasional, that very slim occasional woman that was, you know what I'm saying? That had to go, right? I mean, after you got done. The bottom line is, I'm totally on the side. Y'all can, jump in here if y'all want to join me live on this in the virtual studio. Uh, I couldn't see you, fam. It's supposed to say. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't see you. I got somebody finna come in and jump in and join us. So here's the deal. Let me go ahead and help my cousin out because I do have on here. I do have the instructions for how to join in. Let me get those real quick. Let me get those real quick for you, cuz. Because I got the instructions right here for you. So I definitely shouldn't be um, an issue. So right now we live. Invite a guest. Copy it. All right, that's cool. Instructions. I'm gonna send these instructions out there to you, cuz so you can have them. Don't even trip. So you know how to get it done. Get my cousin on. Get my cousin on here, y'all. Got it here. My cousin Fred. He married, so this ought to be real spicy. So I'm sending my cousin the guest instructions along with the link. We're gonna see what happens when he gets these. Bottom line, getting everybody the link and the instructions. Also, if you holler at cousin Byron and cousin Jr., they already know what the deal is. So hopefully, we can get it going. Love my cousins, man. Love them to death, like real brothers and sisters. I got a good thing going with the panel. Eventually, we gonna all come on the same accord. Y'all gonna be able to hear. My cousins, they're gonna be my sounding board. So I ain't gonna be going crazy pulling the shame bag out on y'all for no reason. They're gonna maybe put a cap on my shame bag. All right, where was I? Oh yeah. I'm of the school where it's the person that you with. It's on them to figure that thing out. Trust me. If they don't get it right, life is way too short. Trust me. Because someone out there is going to offer you, let me put it to you like this. Someone out there is going to do whatever it takes to blow your mind. Seriously. If you can't be with somebody that gives you mind-blowing rowboating because of how they act or how crazy they are, RIP that thing. And keep on going and being cool till you find somebody else that was a lot of people out here, man. Now, this is one thing that I will say. Fellas, I don't care what's going on. Women are motivated by the weirdest things to give a person great rowboating. Weirdest things. Seriously. She could like your bow tie. She could claim to be a sapiosexual and like you because you get all A's. Whatever the case may be, women have their own reasons for giving a person. I'm talking about, dad bodies seem to be the thing right now. What's crazy about that is that women have these lowered expectations for how a man should look physically, but have to deal with the fact that men will not settle. Oh no. If you're regular, ladies, if you're regular and you try to ride that out, he's going to leave you for one that looks better than you, especially if she's bringing it just the way you do. Now, men, don't go 80-20, then to 20-80. If you're going to leave a woman that looks marginal, but treats you fabulous for a chick that looks fabulous, but's going to treat you marginal, that's your choice. But one's going to last longer than the other. Trust me. That's a good topic for a different day. But I'm telling you right now, there's nothing like being touched by someone that wants to touch you versus someone that really makes it seem like they could do without it. Ladies, if you tell your man, fellas, if you tell your lady, I'm tired, I don't feel like it, he or she has the right to move around. They do. If you find yourself in a situation where you go 3 or 4 and 5 days without it, boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy, I don't know. Let me get my fam on the phone right now. Let's see what's going on. Billy want to get his info. We gonna see what's going on. We'll dial him up. We'll get him on the phone. We'll do a call-in line. We got the call-in line. You on the call-in line? What's going on, cuz?
Man, I'm trying to hop in on my computer.
Okay.
So yeah.
I shot you the instructions. Did you get them?
Yeah.
Yeah, check them out because they
did what you said when we was on the phone earlier. I just did the link.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, from Spencer, cousin B, cousin JR, everybody that does it, they know how to do it. So you might want to hit them up real quick. Cousin JR just hit me up and say he's picking his son up from basketball, so that's why he's waiting or whatever a bit. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it really should be simple. Clicking the link it should say add you. If you don't press allow for the video and for the audio, that might be a reason I didn't see you.
I did press allow.
Okay, so then you should be right on there.
All right, well, I'm gonna check it out through my laptop and see what happens.
Yeah. I don't mean I don't do it from that end, but from what I know is that when you get the link, it should be legit. It should because I'm live right now. If I do it right, if I do invite right now, it's gonna say the same thing. Let me look and check and make sure that the link is the same one I sent you because yep, I can see it right here. So the link to my live video right now, I'm looking at it ×2. Yep. So yeah, that's if you should type it in verbatim. I don't know. Maybe that might be what it is because it's showing up correctly. All right.
All right.
Welcome you in, man. If you have any more problems, man, just message me again. We'll get it worked out. All right. We got where'd she go? We got Shae Houston. I ain't no joke. Shae, I ain't no joke. Houston coming back in here. to help us break down the right wrong segment of the day. It's Taibu Muad'Dib right here putting it down. If you want to rap with me about your relationship on the private tip, go to calendly.com/Coach Taibu. If you want to join the online coaching program where I help build you up and I teach mindset elevation. If you want to go to the next level, become a leader of yourself and then of people, get on the goal leadership training system after you complete that. Okay, here we go. All right, well, it's going down now. We got my man in the house. I think he's situated. All right.
Yo,
That's what I'm talking about.
let me put on my
All the way
earphone.
from the 412, shout out Pittsburgh. What you gonna do, Pittsburgh? I got my cousin Fred in the house, man. He over here beard shaming me. Whoo! I'm gonna get out there though. I'm gonna get that righteous beard going. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
if he was smart, he'd go bald with it and be Diesel. You know what I mean? That's when it really come out. He
Nah,
don't
bro, I'm about to get these locks. What are you talking about? I'm getting
locks.
cornrows or locks.
Fam gonna be sweating his fan. His
I'm
whole
going
head
back.
gonna be sweating.
I'm built for it though. So it's all good. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we're gonna see. We'll be the judge of that. You keep coming on the show. We gonna all look to my whole audience out there. I'm gonna put a poll out. What y'all think about Cuz locks? All right, we gonna see what's popping with it. It's going down. Shae coming.
Yeah.
Shae Houston coming back in here. Shae, I ain't no joke. Houston coming back in here. You know what it is. We gonna get it popping. She back in the place to be. Let's go. It is what it is.
So we'll be talking about today, Cuzzo.
I'm trying to
What's going on with the internet?
I'm trying to unmute your mic, but it won't let me. Oh, you muted yourself? Okay, well you muted yourself over there. It's all good.
But can you hear me?
Yeah, well, I can hear you.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, Uncle Fred.
Hey,
cousin
look,
Fred.
did she say uncle, man? The bear be fooling folk, boy. I'm younger than Taibu.
Taibu. And it's because when I talk about you, I talk about my uncle. That's why she got it twisted. Because I always tell her when I talk about you, I always talk about how much you look it and remind me of my uncle. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I got it.
Yeah. So much respect.
So
she gonna play the right around 7 again. Go ahead. That's what's up.
One more again, so y'all can hear.
Right around 7 from old school Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
And you ladies need to come to this realization that you've been told college and careers make you valuable. It does not make you valuable.
Can you say what made it valuable?
Yeah, feminine, cooperative, submissive, childless. Those things make you valuable. The ability to be coachable and trainable and teachable. The ability to get on our program, follow our lead. You're valued counselors, or we make the decision. You're talking about a top 1% man. And you're talking like a modern woman who wants a partner and you pants for shit.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop it right there. So, is Kevin Samuels right that us going to college and getting a career, that's not valuable? Us to be teachable, to be trainable, to be childless, that's adds value.
I mean, it is my show. So let me be the leader and take off on that and see what's going on. All right. Here's what I say. I say that he and I, on this particular scenario, he and I see totally eye to eye. It was almost like he read my playbook. Now, Kevin Samuels doesn't strike me to be a street type of guy. He doesn't. But if he was, he would say something different. Because many street dudes feel like, a woman that's in college is like you got bragging rights. So say a guy's locked up, he gonna brag about his chick having gone to college or being in college right now. So if you like out there hustling or dope dealing or something like that or whatever, you a real street dude. You out there robbing, stealing, whatever you doing, you living in the streets, whatever. You know, what I mean, you get it the street way. Telling other individuals that your girl in school or she got a nice corporate job or something like that, that's like a step up for you, for them individuals, right? So that's bragging rights for you in that situation. If you're the father of a young lady that's in college, my daughter, shout out to Sasake, is going to college. So if you're a dad of your child's going to school and she's getting a higher education, you know she can provide for herself, that's a good deal. But I believe that what he's saying is completely correct. You having something to bring to the table from a career standpoint does not automatically put you equal to the man in the relationship. All that does is means that when y'all come together, that builds y'all financial structure, which is going to flow down to the children, right? Which you're still going to have to show them, man and woman, child, you're still going to have to show them how the man-woman dynamic works by doing exactly what he's saying, by following suit, by abiding by his leadership and his direction, by really, like I said the other day on the show, by supporting his dreams and his goals. Because really, the relationship and the family is really going to benefit the most by him being successful in the community. The more successful the man is in the community, as far as the community accolades that he achieves in life, the more successful your family will be. Because back in the day, in the biblical day, and most of you ladies watching my show are Christians. It's already out there. I have 100 episodes. Most of the women that come on here claim to be women of God, Christians. All right. So it's back in the biblical day, we had names, men had names that were like, you were like so-and-so, the son of so-and-so. So you were directly connected to what your dad or father did or did not do in the community. So as a young man, when people asked you who you were, right? Which is why Jesus couldn't do any real miracles in his hometown. Because when he said, I'm Jesus, the son of Joseph, Joseph was a regular dude. So no one gave him the credit that he was the Christ, right? So the issue is, who was your father? Who is your father? And women like that's just how it was way back in the biblical days. No one ever said, I'm so and so the son of, and named the woman's name. It was always the man's name. Y'all can do y'all research. So like I said, women who want to now here's the thing. Even in a power couple scenario, right? You have the Jay-Z and the Beyonce. We all know that a lot of one of her records, she made songs about her issues and her struggles with dealing with who? Her husband. Now, how come Beyonce, probably the highest paid woman, African woman, just ever really, right? Off of her profession, how come she's having these emotional struggles with dealing with a man that's equally powerful as her? If it would say equally as powerful, because both of them in their own right have their own, hundreds of millions, they're a $1 billion couple. That's because she's realizing that this powerful man has options. And so she has to make sure he knows her value. She has to do exactly what Kevin Samuel was saying. And many of you women out there have nothing. You have absolutely nothing. You're living check to check. Don't look up to Beyonce like, oh, if I had money like her, I would do X, Y, Z, because she's not. Right? Cardi B got outed trying to keep her little daughter away from seeing her make a little post or whatever, whatnot, when she was popping in. So what I'm saying is the women that y'all think is really bosses ain't. I don't know if Megan Thee Stallion's even in a relationship. But if she's going to keep it real in a relationship with any man that she's with, all the stuff that she says on wax about telling a man to shut up and he does, out the window. The bottom line is Kevin Samuel is absolutely correct. Ladies, your value to any man that you choose to be with is how you elevate him and help him to feel comfortable that he's respected, he's followed, that you have his back, that you're loyal to him and his vision. That's where your value really is. So I agree with you. Cousin Fred, we're going to let you go and we're going to let Shae. I ain't no joke, Shae Houston. Break it down for us.
Yeah, so um, we're talking about the educational aspect of it, right? Like just is we talking about a female's education or a man's education as well?
No, I believe that he's saying, I mean, if you have more of an education in this country, you should be getting paid more. So those degrees give you the right to demand more money for your services. My certifications as a personal trainer give me the right to demand more money for nutrition help, for personal training, XYZ. So women who strive to become the top in their field, he's saying that doesn't make you more valuable to men. Doesn't make you a better catch. Men run from that because they assume you're going to be like, oh, because I did X, Y, and Z and so, I have equal say in this relationship. I have equal say in this, or I should be leading in this situation, like whatever the case may be. Like I'm basically running things around here, or I run my own life. You don't control me. He's
No,
saying,
so
go ahead.
so you know, education and is helpful, but there's many a times, I've been married for a long time, so there was times that um, my wife was completely um, not working, and we always had this idea in the back of the mind that the man is the breadwinner regardless, so your job is optional, and things like that. So to have an education, I know what you were saying, being from the streets, being a part of that lifestyle, it was bragging rights because my wife was in college at Penn State. I felt good that I had somebody that wasn't a street rat and just educated. You know what I'm saying? And I did, brag on her like, hey, I got me this educated, da 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 da.
Right,
She's doing her thing, boom, boom, boom,
right.
boom. Well, I wasn't doing my thing, but even that elevated me. The fact, in order for me to take the reins initially, because she come from a woman dominated, maternalistic family, and she just had this independence about herself for the longest, and it brought a lot of conflict in the marriage because she wanted to rule the roost, you know, and I
Pause it.
knew.
I get one timeout. Hold on. Hold on. Now, the audience deserves to know, and I want y'all as a couple to come on True Love Tuesday and talk about y'all love relationship. This is True Love Tuesday, so I want people to know about how you make it 22 years with somebody. I'm in a new relationship. Shay's my partner. How do you make it to 22 years in marriage? She got 12 out of her first marriage. I only got 3 out of mine. So, you know what I'm saying? How do you make it 22 years? So y'all got to come on and talk about how y'all travailed beyond the struggle, the struggles and the obstacles that came along with marriage. Even if it was, like I said, being sexually unsatisfied. I don't know. That's the topic tonight is, is being sexually unsatisfied alone a reason to leave your partner? The point I'm trying, well, I stopped you because you said your wife at some point wanted to rule the roost. Did you strive to get to the bottom of where she got that belief from? Because I've heard pastors from the pulpit say that husbands should basically keep their wives happy, like happy wife, happy life type of scenario. I've heard pastors say that from the pulpit, even though the Bible doesn't say that. So I had to question this man's integrity. Was he pandering to his mostly female congregation? Because the Bible clearly says the man's the head of the household. So how do you keep your wife happy when you're supposed to be concerned about leading your wife to a better situation or your family to a better situation? Like those things may come into contradiction at some point. So if you say at some point she wanted to rule the roost, did you ever find out? I want to know, did you ever find out where she learned that belief from?
Yeah, it was simple. Like I said earlier, she came from a female dominant uh, family, so they were, um, you know, professionals, educated. They they knew what they wanted. They were independent. So all these things were factors, and something that I wasn't prepared for. You know, and it almost was like a wild stallion that you had to break. You know what I'm saying? In order to ride for real, because it got bad because they know what they want, and they're just got this dominant personality, and you like, look, I ain't gonna be doing this, and I ain't. When they asked for something, they meant right now. And that's not how I was moving. I'm not that right now, dude. I'm like, I'll get to it, and but if we wouldn't have got past that, bro, if we couldn't break that down, it would have. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I
What kind
can't
of
say.
communication was necessary for you guys to get past that point?
Well, it was more so like me, just like I initially just ignored her. Like she'd be like, I could probably do it right now, but I just initially wouldn't. I would just, because I ain't getting in no arguing battle with you, and I'm not going to be a patsy, be running every time you say jump. It wasn't happening. So it was more so like just literally ignoring until that stuff died down. And it did die down. It did. It
So
got,
so you never threw out uh veiled threats about leaving or it not working out because of her situation. You just kind of just stood your ground until it passed over her.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even consider, throwing out those, you know what I'm saying? Because that's serious to be like, yo, it's
If
over or I'm
somebody if
walking
somebody
away.
did continuously say, "Well, we don't need to be together," if she would have been like, "Well, if you don't want to do it, I say, or if you want to ignore me, we need to be together." Like if she was saying that stuff, then do you feel like it would have lasted? You feel like you would have just moved around on her, or what?
No, I would ignore her. Like, yeah, I'm saying, like now, I heard something happened, and she tried to say you got the divorce papers or something like that. I just ignored her because that stuff, them things is not optional to me. If you gonna do it, you do it on your own.
Right,
It's not an option to me. I don't That's not how I get down. I'm not jumping on nobody's bandwagon,
right.
none of that. I'ma just ignore you. I don't.
Okay.
We don't. I don't even want to engage in the discussion. So, period. You know.
Shae, it sounds to me like he's not really agreeing with Kevin Samuels, but he's not really disagreeing either. So he sounds like he's in your camp. You want to go ahead and do your waffle thing too, because I'm sure you have your foot on both sides of the fence.
Uh,
So I'm on the fence, but it's only because for a woman to go to college and get a career, I don't see how that doesn't give you value. What more value? But on the other end, I don't see how he gonna say, "Don't put that on your head. Don't put that on your head." Because first of all, okay, so for him to say we have to be trainable, coachable, like we a pet or something. I don't get that one. Like, what? That's you train and coach and pet a dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's like when he said that, and to be childless. So are half the men out here childless? No. So how you gonna set standards for somebody that you not even setting them for? So I don't get that. No.
Did you go to college, Shae?
I did.
Did that make you more valuable to men?
No.
Then don't come on my show and shame yourself.
No, I'm saying get off your head.
If it did,
get that off your head.
If it did, look, she didn't come on here and shame women. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. If she went to college and she finished and she got divorced after 12 years, we all know their story. So it did make her more valuable. So ladies, she shame herself. Shame on you for coming on here and have any problem. Because you got if you have ladies, if you have lived experience and you know that it didn't work. It didn't make you more valuable to men. If your number just got higher and it didn't give you any more credence with men, and then no man want to hold on to you even more because you got that degree, then you know Kevin Samuel was right. And then come on here and say you say yourself.
You know, for him to say we gotta be trainable, basically, and no.
yeah. So I mean, I don't see it as devaluing them. It makes, in some sense, depending on the person, it makes the woman valuable.
But hold on, cuz I'm saying she shamed herself because for the young ladies like JD Capella on my show and other women, young ladies, I have a daughter. Like my cousin Fred has a daughter in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't if you know it didn't work for you, why would you tell somebody else it's not about being trainable and coachable?
We tell our women not to go to college, not to strive to get a better job. So that's what you basically saying? You don't want the sake to go to college?
This man who has passed along.
Why go to college?
He said don't expect men to see that in and of itself as giving you more value to be with you and keep you and stay with you.
So then the question is the other part as well. Like, not only did you increase your value in you as a person, not for the man, for you as a person, but at the same time, if that man was like, he wanted, like, not coachable, but just trying to get you to I don't know what they want to say, fall in line or something like that or whatever, or however you was a wife. How was you a wife to your husband? That's important too. I mean, did the value that you received from your education change your attitude about how you
But
treat your
who's
husband.
single?
Who
Who's
who
single?
She over here. She over here on Instagram. She over here. While she watching the comments on Instagram that's coming up. One of the
okay.
somebody on Instagram, Quaisha, said she agree with her, and I told her flat out like, yo, that's why you still single too. You know what I'm saying? So just people
Uh
just know, because I know
How
her,
she ain't booed up?
because I know her story. She had a look. You see what I'm saying? Because she had a fiance for
But how
years.
you know now that she not single?
She had a fiance for years. She not with him no more.
Okay.
So clearly, if she
But
agreeing
like
with
she
you,
said, she choose to be single.
and that's why it's a shame. Y'all shaming yourselves. Kevin Samuels is simply saying that going to these situations, going to college and stuff like that. Look, I think that it's admirable for a woman to get those degrees and have something going on for herself. But in a relationship with a real man, it doesn't mean diddly squat. What means something is how you're going to uh, reconstruct your life along with his and infuse it and cooperate into his program. Because if he's a real man, he expects this. Ladies, if you expect that man to give you your way all the time, to primarily do what you say, or as my cousin Fred just said, to expect him to do what you say when you say it, if he's a real man, that's just not gonna happen. You're shooting yourself in the foot. And I want to be the first person to say, welcome to this show, my cousin Byron. I want to say that this is exactly the reason why there are so many single women out there who are beautiful, who are smart, and who are intelligent, because they don't understand that the things that are attractive to a man have nothing to do with you being beautiful, smart, or intelligent. Because many of you women know your man then cheated on you with a skank. And I did that show, cousin Fred. Oh yeah, y'all go back and check out my first 100 episodes. I did this show on why men are attracted to skanky women. Raise your hand, Miss Quaisha Monroe and Shae segment. I ain't no joke, lady. If your man cheated with you on a skanky type, raise your hand. Put him up now. Cricket. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If your man cheated with you with a skanky type or left you for a skanky type, someone that's just gonna just do whatever at any time, don't matter. Let's get it. The skanky type. All men know what skanky means. All women definitely do too. Y'all know what the skanky types is. They talk about them in high school. Y'all know what they is in the community. Y'all know who the skanky co is. Let's keep it 100.
So let me
Now,
ask you, cuz so is we saying that, because there's such thing as a strong woman, right? There's a strong woman. How do you identify what is a strong woman to you? A lot of times it's associated with somebody who is educated. And it's also said that men can't handle a strong woman, you know. So they need somebody who may feel insecure that they can run, you know what I'm saying, and make them do whatever and things like that. So how do you identify a strong woman? Do you think the person that you could coach, control, and do all that as a strong woman?
Cousin Fred
aha,
said you
he
gotta break
never
them in
said
like a
control.
stallion.
That's the whole problem I have, cuz he never used the word control. That's all women hear is control when they hear follow me, follow my example, follow my lead. So all they hear is control. No, that's not his point. See,
You and I both know that this world revolves around what's that song say? Hour, hour. They know they got control. It's their choice. Ladies, point the thumb, gosh dang it. Stop being cowards. Thumb. Choose wisely. That's why on my first 100 episodes, what I say, Shae, vet, vet, vet. I'm for the sisters, cousin Fred. I'm for them. Do my cousin Fred's wife tried to do and almost ended their relationship and try to run things. Man, in my Chris Tucker voice, let me say what it really is. Cousin B, ladies, if you're single, it's because you can stand yourself. You don't want to be told about yourself. Men at least are willing to be vulnerable and be told about themselves because we need y'all. We need y'all to have life beyond ourselves. So we have to go through it. Because of artificial insemination, oh, good Lord, forgive. Because of something man made like that, you don't really have to have a relationship with a man these days to have a child. But y'all don't want to admit that. Y'all don't want to deal with that fact. Y'all want to get men, be bogus, but then blame it on the men. The bottom line is he doesn't want to control you or he shouldn't need to control you. He's your choice. When you choose me, follow or hit the streets. Don't choose me. I'm a Leo. I'm the macho of the macho. I am the alpha of the alpha. No other sign, no other male sign is as macho as I am. If you choose me, what is following? This is my expectation that you would know it. You hear it in my talk. You see it in my walk. You hear it in my intro rap. Don't play games with me. This is what it is, ladies. When you choose a man, choose wisely and then get behind that man. Support him. Be his Michelle Obama. Be his Coretta Scott King. Be his Betty Boss. Or admit that you're not. That you're not capable, not ready, or just confused about what you want. But when you get with a man, when you choose a man, get behind that man's vision, man. Get behind his dream, get behind his goals. And you're gonna find when you do that, that's when he looks at you, he says, man, look at what I got, y'all. That's when he elevates you. That's when he puts you on a pedestal. That's his point, that's his job. Not forget about you. To make sure everybody knows I'm doing this because of so and so. Let me ask you a question since you're new to the show. And we killed the right or wrong segment. Dead is dead. Cousin B, is being sexually unsatisfied in a committed and serious relationship reason enough to end it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us why.
There's no explanation needed. Yet you already said it. You unsatisfied. Now I know
That
people that
sounds
don't.
shallow, cuz I'm just that sounds so you're not even gonna say nothing to her?
Oh no, I mean you can have a conversation and let them know what it is, but I mean the answer is yes. I mean, but I know people that take the opposite route. I know people that step out on they other, you know what I'm saying, on a significant other and can keep the committed relationship and just keep doing what they doing just to find, just to satisfy themselves.
Mm.
And that shit
Cousin
is
Fred, you
devastating.
laugh. Cousin Fred, you laugh. So what do you think about that answer?
Bro, it depends. It depends because I mean, and this this has happened. What if it was like slamming and then there's a death in the family that affected the whole nine, and she ain't ready to go for like 8 months. You know
Oh
what I'm
no, that's
saying?
a
She
different
got
story. Cause it's still slamming. It's just she emotionally not available right now. That's all.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That becomes subjective to the person. I mean, you ain't just gonna leave a person, you know what I'm saying, when they when their life is in the gutter, you know what I mean? You're gonna help pull them out the gutter.
yeah, that's the idea. There's some fellas that be like, oh man, that's too long. Cause
Yeah,
that's a
but if you
long time, bro.
it is, but if you first but now imagine that same scenario but in a fresh relationship, like y'all just started. Y'all just started out and you know what I mean? After the first couple times you like, man, this ain't really what I'm looking for. You might as well keep it moving.
Yeah, right. Definitely. What you
I don't
think?
know. I mean, I think it's look. We're talking about a committed relationship, so you have feelings. Feelings is involved.
Now
Now,
you
Yo,
brother
are.
so
B
so
gave a
how did you get committed then? I mean, like, it was slamming, and then y'all became in this committed relationship 2 months later, and it just fell off
it.
or
It may
something.
the sex may have never been decent. You might have just thought I was going to get her because you felt like you were a good teacher or a good coach, and you felt like she was, heading that direction. Was heading that direction. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? And then while y'all was working on it, or while you was working on it, or giving her a chance to acclimate herself to what your needs was, you ended up having feelings for her. I mean, at some point, feelings became involved.
So
All
you saying
right.
it's all on how you train them.
and
No,
you
what
might
I'm
have,
saying is that when you have feelings for somebody, that there's more things that are you take into consideration than you know uh just the sex. Like, let me tell you something. If you end up with a woman and the sex is marginal, like you really be feeling like, man, man, I got, man, shit, this ain't really. But then she treats you A1. She have everything in order for you. She make you stable. She's stable. You see, she's committed. She's loyal. You know, dang, there seems too good to be true. Like, man, she had everything in order. She's always looking out for you. She's thinking of stuff before you even think of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's making things happen. So what do you do?
But in that scenario,
You
are you
know,
really happy though?
I
You're
mean,
you're con-
if
you're
she's treating
content
you better than
with the
if
other
she's treating
abilities.
you better than any other, if she's, I'm saying we all have been with women that was shady and could have cared less about us. It happens. Women that talk behind your back at the streets talking about you and stuff like that, you ain't even know it till you hear it. So when you get with a woman that's different, that's showing you something special, that's really there for you, you look at sex like, like I I had a lot of sex. That wasn't doing nothing for me. I had better sex, but the chick was acting funny or she just wasn't no good. Right? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, I'm saying, cousin Fred, you wasn't always married. Was your wife your
no,
first? Let
no,
me get you in
not
trouble
even.
now. Was your wife your first? I'm just saying. So I mean, if you meet somebody special, the sex. Come on, guys. Come on, keep it real. It's just us on here. Let's keep real with these women. You know what I'm saying? If the sex really isn't all that, but she is, which one do you go with? Good sex with somebody that might be cheating on you, or she's a headache, or she's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you only want to see her every once in a while just to have that good sex, or somebody that treats you good and the sex is kind of like, okay, it can get
See,
better.
this is the thing. This is the thing. I mean, navigating that. Like, can you grow into that? Or what is good sex? What do you want? Like, do you want tricks, or, I'm saying? Who determines that? Now, if she's dry or something, that stuff, I'm saying? That's like rough. That's not good at all. I'm saying? So
It's
that,
all subjective.
yeah,
It's based on the person, based on the man.
yeah, like, so what, you get some gel, some of that little petroleum or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying?
The
Do y'all
lube.
talk about that drug? What is that after you talk about it? You know what I'm saying? How could we make this better? Boom, 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 boom. Or like, or I'm not getting you aroused or what? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Or do we
Yeah,
need
you
more
right.
foreplay? You know what
Right.
I'm
You might
saying?
not
What's
be
going on
stimulating
here?
her. Right, right. You might not be the one for hers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you might be the one that's
That's messing it up for her. You know what I mean? She might be fantasizing about Denzel and not you. And you know what I mean? And it just don't work for you. You know what I mean? But it might work for somebody else. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
right.
like I said, it's all subjective to those people to and it depends on what makes you happy. Are you satisfied with being content? Are you
Yeah,
satisfied with not getting what you want?
yeah, bro. There's a lot of
Yo,
factors to
this can
consider.
be this can be this can be all every question you ask, be everything that you pose, cousin Fred, can be different topics for different nights. This month I'm coming up with and it's the end of the month. I think today's the last day of the month. I don't know if tomorrow
Tomorrow
is
is
30th last day of tomorrow. So
31st.
after tomorrow, I'm gonna have to give the audience, my viewing audience, my definition of what a good man really is. So, cousin Fred, I'm gonna ask you, and then we're gonna, get it's my time. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna ask you, what is your definition? Your definition of what a good man is.
Yeah, so a good man um, is definitely responsible. You know, they're they're forever present. You know, they're doing a they're leaders. You know, they they're compassionate. You know, you know they got goals. They got ambitions. You know, they can lead. Because why would a female follow somebody who don't got nowhere they're going? You know what I'm saying? You got to have something in the pipeline. So, um, yeah, I think a good man is solid. You know, somebody you can depend on. You know, that's honest. Somebody who's not stepping out uh, and getting all these other hookups while they're in a relationship. Somebody that will go through the fire with you. You know, and won't run uh, when things get tough and things like that. So yeah, that's my definition.
Ooh, you knocked a lot of brothers out the box with that one, cousin Byron. I didn't get the answer from you the other night. So what is your general definition of what a good man is?
Mm, mm.
Do you see
I guess
yourself
a
as a
good
good
man is
man?
a respectful man, somebody who's God fearing, somebody who takes care of their family.
That takes care of their family?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
There
dad
you
Definitely
was a
have it,
good
God
man,
audience.
but he
fearing.
ain't have all, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily, you know what I mean, a church man, but he was a good man.
Who
This
was that?
this episode of
My dad, my Uncle T.
Cool.
this podcast, man, of You're a Mess. You're a Mess is a show that's dedicated to help folks come out of a mess, to avoid a mess, and to find something healthy. I believe, if ladies, if you find a good man, and it sounds like what cousin Fred and cousin Byron actually said, man, that you working with something. Make sure that you vet, ladies, before you consider that man a good man. Don't lock yourself into somebody that's questionable. Vet. Make sure that you doing your due diligence and do your research on that, brother, because the bottom line is, you shouldn't want to judge a book by its cover. All right. Bottom line out here now, I appreciate my all cousin panel.
I can't wait to get y'all all on the show. Y'all haven't met Jamar. You haven't seen Ray. You haven't seen my cousin Shemaya on this platform itself. She's been on the show before, but you haven't seen on the YouTube platform. I'm gonna try to get the full cousin panel on here, man. Cousin Kale's down in Florida. Shout out to the FLA, man.
Bro,
Family
that's
life
gonna
down
be
there.
extended. That's gonna have to be an extended broadcast, bro. You got so many
You know, cousin
characters.
Gary out there. You know, cousin Gary always up the quiet storm doing music. So I'm rapping. So I'm gonna see if we can't get him on here to spit some bars and give us some flow. Uh, just a lot of cousins, y'all. I got cousins, man. I'm talking about it's going down. Shout out to cousin Amina out there in Atlanta, Georgia, and her son out there making big moves in the acting field. He has a show on Bounce TV right now. So, man, if I get all my cousins, if I can get all my cousins on one accord, y'all, it's gonna be a heck of a show. But look out for the YouTube, the reality show coming up, man. We're gonna do it real big. I'm gonna say that this was a good show. Clearly, we have some more things to discuss. Uh, I appreciate you, cousin Fred, coming on here on True Love Tuesday. But make sure you bring your wife, your lovely wife, on for Tuesday so we can talk more and build out and look at some of these things. We can get some questions. I want to promote it. So if y'all come on a particular Tuesday night, I want to promote it so that people who have been having a really tough time sticking with the person that they're with, or they're considering breaking a relationship up, but might possibly could make it. I want folks to stay together for the kids. That's why I promote hybridized relationships, and I'm a hybrid relationship consultant. Whatever it takes, man, to stay together. That's what I think we should do as a people, to focus on staying together, because we're going to need each other to get that foot off our neck. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man. You know what it is. Y'all heard it first, man. Catch me tomorrow at 9:15 for Wild Out Wednesday. You know what goes down. All right, cousin. All right, cousin. Muad'Dib, and that's the show. That is the show. End it.